a man is a very selfish man. Then one day is inspired with working for the nation. Now he starts working for the nation. His personal thoughts will keep on interrupting this, and he will say, well, nonsense, I'm working for the nation. The nation doesn't care for me. I'm only doing everything. These people have no brains. They don't understand anything. Then he'll say, look, I don't know whether they understand or they don't understand. I am doing this. And like that, slowly, he will keep sacrificing his personal likes and dislikes. Sometimes there'll be a choice between him doing well and the nation doing well, and be very difficult for him. But he'll say, chalo yaar, let the nation prosper. Okay. So like that. After a lot of work, 10 years, let us say 15 years, he is now dedicated to just the nation. He's forgotten about himself. He's just dedicated to the nation. At this stage, now what? Now he can continue to expand the desires at that level. What used to be one desire, that I will work for the nation, battling his millions of desires below. Now, how did he battle those desires below? By encouraging this thought. But he forgot that he has to stop encouraging this thought at one point and encourage another higher one. So, at that level of the nation, he will create more and more desires. He will create more and more confusion. He will fight with all the other nations because how dare you say this about my nation? All the rajas at that level. So his desires are increasing, but he's stagnating, but he is not regressing. The concept has to be clear. How at any time, no matter how developed you are, you may choose not to develop further. You could be at 99% development and choose not to develop. You could be, excuse me, at 1% development and choose not to develop. That is a choice you have as a human being. It's available to you at all times, from the beginning of the journey to the end of the journey. Just as we are all, let's say we are average somewhere, right? Now, all those people at our level are not desiring development. All those below our level, can we say that they don't desire it? No, some may desire it, some may not desire it. Similarly, all those above us, same situation. And don't you see this in real life? Do you not personally know people who you think, oh my God, they embody Vedanta? But tell them, come study, will they come? No chance. Why not? Because that fire in the belly is not there. They're okay with whatever it is. They're content. They're not saying, I haven't got the goal, and it doesn't wake them up in the morning.
Janki, is it possible everybody, let's say, assuming that the person wants to grow and develop further and he's hit, say, 90%, is it possible that there is a limitation of no matter how much he or she tries, gets stuck there? It's like a Wimbledon champion. No matter how much you try, you can't go beyond that. I mean, you hit the sort of ceiling, class ceiling. Can that happen in spiritual practice?
You tell me, can that happen if he's at 60%? Can it happen at 10%? Can it happen at 2%?
So that's the point I'm making. No, it doesn't happen at 2%, goes to 10, 50, 60.
No,
90.
but you're making a universal rule. So everybody at 2%, is it possible that that nobody at 2% will reach a ceiling?
No, that's not correct.
That's not correct. Some people may and some people may not. So
Yes.
what is the difference? One still wants it and one doesn't. And that's a choice you have as a human being. There is no external thing stopping you from being yourself.
Yeah, the one who wants it doesn't have the capability, intellectual, physical, emotional capability to go beyond that.
Which capability is required? What is required of you?
The goal is there.
Mm-hmm.
And but still the
Give me an example of a capability he no longer has.
can't reflect more, can't uh, put in more effort. I'm just using an example of a Wimbledon champion.
Yes,
No matter how
but
much
there's a difference between your physical, emotional, intellectual abilities and your capacity to realize the self. Because when you're dealing with anything physical, then you can say, okay, this is how much my body can do. My body is this color. I cannot make it that color, whatever. That's that. But in terms of your spiritual growth, can you say that, okay, I cannot love people anymore? Why not? I cannot think of God anymore. Why not? I cannot think about life itself. Why not? Even if I don't know what this guy, Christopher Reeve, and so many examples like that, who were bedridden, but they did so much. He was paralyzed from neck downwards, but they did so much good work. So there is no ceiling on your spiritual growth for any reason at any stage. 1% or 99.9%.
because it's the unfoldment which you're working for. So what you're saying is that unfoldment will happen
If you do the work, yes.
if you continue to do the work.
Yes, and of course it will not be easy. But then when is it easy? In the first 2-3 months of spiritual growth, that is your best time. Because you come the top, like what shall I say? The junk level goes very quickly because it's not really a matter of concern to you. It's gone. Then the trouble starts and it will stay till the end. At every stage, there is a higher, there is a lower. That higher is inspiring and that lower is tempting. At every stage. And at every stage is the question, will I go with the inspiration or will I go with the temptation? There's no rule that if you can't do X or Y or Z, you will not realize the self. Even the most obvious one, which is that you've never heard of the self. Can you still realize the self? Yes. All it requires is that the last desire be dropped.